Hey, team, Jace here from the Pits TV. Welcome to this next interview that we've got. We don't usually do interviews too much these days, but of course, Todd Hemingway sort of caught up with us a wee while ago and said, hey, be good to have a bit of a chat about what we're up to and where we're going. And so we thought, well, let's do an interview with Todd, and then that sort of, moved on to Scott. And then obviously we've, had, well, all the boys have basically been on, but there was one man that we struggled to catch up with, and that was, of course, Josh Prentice. So Josh has found some time. I actually gave up on him, to be fair. And I can see why. He's a busy boy. He's sitting there at the moment in a room, and he's so impatient. He's looking at things. He just doesn't like sitting in one place for too long, by the sounds of things. So it's awesome that he's taken the time out to come and catch up with us and talk about his trip over to England for the Brisca World Final. And obviously we'll have a bit of a catch up with him and just, we haven't sort of caught up with him for quite some time. So let's not muck around. Let's bring the man in. Hey, Josh, how are you, mate?
Yeah, good mate.
Terrible introduction. Terrible introduction. So hey, it's been a bit of a miss trying to get our moons to align and grab you on for a bit of a chitty chat, eh?
Yeah, it's been pretty busy times here. Obviously, getting off in a few weeks. It's just trying to get a whole lot of stuff done, and then with work as well. It's just it's been pretty full on.
For those that don't know, what do you do for a living?
Truck driver. Operate diggers, tractors, so yeah, but everything, yeah, but yeah.
Just do what you do to make the bills, get paid, eh?
Yeah, exactly, yeah, and always something to do.
You told me, you only just sort of kind of moved to Palmerston North at Christmas time. Was that to take up that role that you're doing now?
Yeah, I moved back for quite a few reasons. Like obviously, we do a lot of speedway over this way. Obviously, I got it tied up with the Rees family, and I do a lot of stuff out there. So there was a lot of travelling like during the week, and then my boys also do motocross, and that's all over this side and up the island on this side. So yeah, there was a lot of factors why, but yeah,
kind of makes sense then, doesn't it? So, as you've alluded to, you're heading off in a couple of weeks' time over to England to take on the Brisca World Final. Most of the guys we've spoken to have said that they've got some sort of plan about having a couple of meetings and stuff before they get to the main event. What's your schedule? What are you up to? How are you going to do it?
So I fly out on the 7th, so the week before the World Final. I was going to go a week earlier, but obviously there's no meeting on. So I pretty much get there at the start of the week. So I'm going to try, if I can, get a practice in. Go somewhere and do some practice just to try to get the feel of the car. And then obviously help out with getting it ready or making sure I'm comfy and changing anything that needs to happen. And then straight into it with the World Final at Kingsland. Friday's the overseas night. Saturday's the World Final, and then the Sunday we go to Mildenhall where I'll race there, do the World Masters, and then the week after I'm going to do Bradford. They have a shootout at Bradford, and I'll do that one there as well. So yeah, Scotty and Jack are obviously going a little bit earlier to get a couple of meetings in, just with work and everything else. I just couldn't make it happen to go that early. But yeah, we'll see if we can get a practice in before the World Final just to try to get some grips of the car.
The car, what do you know about it? Whose is it, and has it got a good history?
NFR Racing, Neil Fitton runs the team. It's his car. From what I've heard, it was a good car. He's only recently purchased in the last year.
Mm-hmm.
And from what I've heard, it's a good car. I don't know a lot about it, but yeah, we'll just
get in, go for it.
Get in and go for it, yeah. And yeah, it's obviously going to be a big learning curve, but it's going to be a good challenge as well.
Absolutely. Well, obviously, you have no idea what you're in for, though, do you? I mean, like, you've never even probably laid eyes on one of these things apart from maybe a few pictures on the internet.
Yeah. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos and doing a bit of study in that. But yeah, I don't know what I'm in for. Obviously, Ash has gone. Ash has gone before, so been talking with him about it, and then there's been a few overseas that have been real helpful. But yeah, I don't know what I'm in for. Actually, on Sunday I watched the Dutch title over there, and it was like first corner big pile up. So I've heard the Dutch boys are pretty full on and ruthless. So yeah, don't
You,
know.
you're not afraid of using your bumper though, so you'll be up to that task. But apparently, from what we understand, the cars aren't really that good at taking too many big shots. They're not like kind of built like New Zealand super stocks, are they?
Nah, obviously our cars a little bit stronger. I don't know a hell of a lot about them, but yeah, from what it looks like they don't have wheel gates and we do, and that. So yeah, you can't like go in sideways, and there's a lot of punting at the end of the straight from what I've seen. So yeah, I quite enjoy that. So we'll just obviously we've got to find our feet, and we haven't got long to find our feet because we're not doing any pre-meetings, but yeah, we'll just get into it.
All I know is they've got a big donkey in them and they're ugly. So, it's, from our perspective, our New Zealand super stocks look like a completely different sort of a kettle of fish, don't they? They absolutely are. But these things, they got some big horsepower, big donkeys in them, like 500 cubic inch plus engines in the damn things, mate.
Yeah, exactly. They obviously they over here we're controlled with what we can do with our engines, but in the UK they're not controlled, but their suspension's controlled, whereas we can do a lot more with our suspension. So yeah, they've got a lot of horsepower, and it's if you stamp on that throttle, you're just gonna take your tyres with you, and you'll be struggling to keep up with burning your rubber. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of throttle control and learning the right when to push that pedal down, and
Shoal track as well too, not clay. So even that would be a bit of a difference for you too.
Yeah, I'm quite excited. It's obviously on dirt. I've watched a lot of that tarmac racing, and it looks quite hard. And yeah, I think you'd need to go for a good stint if you're going to do that tarmac, because it looks like it's quite hard to get the technique of.
Yeah, a lot of the boys are pretty keen to try it, but they just don't have the opportunity to. So, which is a bit of a shame. So, but hey, I mean, I suppose if you go over this time, and how did you get? Did you just decide to go? Was it an invite? Did you win something? How did you get that opportunity to go over to represent New Zealand in the World Final?
So because I won the World 240s, I got an automatic invite and entry into the World Final. And it was just a matter of if I was going to accept that. So yeah, I was obviously lucky that I won the World 240s and got that invite. And as a kid, I always, wanted to go over there and watch the racing, or to the Chili Bowl. Like, it was one of my bucket lists. But to be able to get invited to race it, I was. At first, I wasn't too sure if I was going to go, whether I could make it happen, but there's been so much support that, it's allowed me to go, and
Good on you, man. So, who organised the car and stuff for you? Is that? Do you have contacts there, or did you have somebody here that arranged it all for you?
So I've been talking quite well with Ricky Wobbs and that. And he come here a few seasons ago to race, and we were going to try to tee up something with him to drive his car, because he was building a new car. But unfortunately, his new car won't be ready, so that one didn't happen. And then I was been talking with Guy Parker, and I said, I kind of need a car, and through Guy, and then me and Neil did the deal. It's just managed that I've been fortunate enough to get in with Neil Fitton in the NFR racing team. So, yeah, I'm excited. yeah,
Good
be good
team,
fun.
eh? That's good. So, obviously this is not a cheap exercise either, is it? So you would have had to have done some fundraising. We were just talking off here before, and you said you'd done most of your fundraising, but you still got a couple of panels that you want to put up to sell off. So tell us what you did, and did you get enough to be able to go over there comfortably without having to worry about too much?
So yeah, my club Gisborne and a lot of people from the Gisborne club put on a fundraiser night for me in June,
Mm-hmm.
the night before our prize giving, and so we went up there, and so many people just got involved and put up prizes, and brand partners got on board, and honestly, it was such a good night, and I was actually blown away with what we raised that night, and yeah, for a small club like Gisborne, they do they went above and beyond to help me, and they do the same for all their club members. And then a couple of weeks ago, I just finished a raffle that had 10 prizes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've had a lot of brand partners that have, plus my current sponsors on my own car that have jumped on board. And yeah, like the money that I've raised, that people have helped me raise is, yeah, it's been phenomenal. And I can't thank everyone enough that's got behind me, because, yeah, it's really helped me out to go.
It's bloody good. Like the speedway community can be real harsh at times, but when they need, when you need them to step up, they kind of get behind you, and like they've given you an opportunity that normally you wouldn't get. So you have to be bloody grateful for everything's done. Like all the boys are, and I mean, you're going over there to represent New Zealand as well, so you obviously want to try and get over there and give it the best crack you can, and like you said, get on the pace as fast as you can, because that's the biggest problem. You've never played with one of these things before.
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, like everyone that you talk to about obviously trying to get some items to put in an auction, or just, see if they're interested in donating some money or sponsoring some money to help, they were just straight away like, yes. And like, you'd be silly not to go. Like, yeah, so like everyone that's got on board is just, yeah, unreal. And the speedway community, yeah, it's its own little family.
Mm.
And I think people don't realize that sometimes, but yeah, when people need help, like everyone gets on board.
I'm just stoked for you, and I'm sure I speak on behalf of all the viewers that are watching and listening and stuff, that best of luck, man. Get in there and make it happen, and do the best you can. And it's bloody good. You got 3 other guys there that'll be there, and they kind of said that if there needed to be, there'd be some sort of teams racing because it's more of an individual title. They keep telling me, but if one of the Kiwi guys is close to to doing something, they'll step up and help each other out.
Yeah, exactly. It is a lot different from obviously our racing in New Zealand, because we have track codes and that. So come a championship, usually your track code helps and your mates help. And this is a world final, and everyone's for their own. But obviously, yeah, you're like, there's 4 Kiwis going, and it's never been able to be done for someone to get on the podium. So it'd be pretty awesome to get one on the podium. So yeah, we'll definitely see what happens. And
I think we've been close. Somebody might have told me yesterday Stan Hickey got a 4th or something, or there or thereabouts. So, I mean, we have been close before, but no one's stood on one of those top 3 steps yet. You might be the first, Josh.
yeah, we're definitely there's definitely been a lot of close people, exactly. But either that last lap, being punted and then got a flat tire, or obviously your tires are exposed, so you got to try to survive your tires so you don't get a puncture. Yeah, it's definitely give it a go. But I'm just looking forward to the experience. Trying to learn. Maybe I might be able to learn some stuff that I can bring back that'll benefit my racing here,
Mm-hmm.
and I might be able to give them some points to help them with their cars there. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, and yeah, well, give it my all and try. Yeah,
I'm sure you will.
do everyone proud.
The start for you, you're one of the mini stock kids, weren't you? You come out of the mini stocks. How did you get involved in the sport? What was the first sort of involvement that you had?
I did mini stocks. Well, my uncle used to race street stocks, and then he had stock cars. And from a little kid, I just went along, and he did derbies, and I just loved it. Like I was always screwdriver in an ignition of a car, trying to start a car up, and yeah, just. And then I turned 12, and a family friend of ours, and a friend of mine, Brett Fletcher, offered me to race his mini stocks in youth, and I was like, yeah, that'd be pretty cool. And yeah, since then I just
Were you any
haven't
good?
stopped.
Were you any good at racing in a mini stock, or were you a bit average?
Oh, no, I was pretty terrible to start with.
You'd expect that, though, wouldn't you? Young.
Hitting, and got trailered a few times for hitting, and bent
Oh,
bumpers, and then the last 2 years I got into it and had that drive to win. So yeah, got it, and learnt a lot. Yeah.
so what did you do after that? You obviously did your time in the mini stocks, and then went into. You must have went straight to stock cars, did you?
I think I did one meeting in adult mini stocks, and got in trouble there. And I just had eyes on stock cars.
Yeah.
Wanted to do stock cars, and then that's probably where my relationship started with race cars. Is I got a chassis off Pete, and I just
Developed
didn't
from
stop.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you do this yourself, or did you have some backing, or did you have somebody to help you get into a stock car?
My parents helped me out, and I just worked a lot when I got my first stock car, and then sold that one on, and then built another one, and then I had a good friend, Russell Barry, come in, and he come on board and helped a bit with my racing. Uh, and a lot of rewards started coming from that, and then obviously Pete and Ash and Ethan have helped me out massively as well. They've helped me out with my racing big time, and from there it's just growing, and worked hard to make it happen.
You are the fourth Rees, everybody says. So that's the wee rumour there. But I mean, obviously you got a good relationship with Pete. You got all his gear as well. Is that something that he's helped you get into, or how does that all work for you?
Well, obviously my first car was a Reese, first ever stock car, and I don't know, I just like them, and Pete's always looked after me and gave me I've always had like a good stock car when I was doing stock cars, and then I went super stocks 1 year with Russell Barry, and then Pete jumped on board, and I contracted to Gisborne, and him, Ash, and Ethan have really helped me out with my racing and given me an awesome car, and it's just very thankful.
You're getting the results too, though. I mean, that's one of the main things. Is did you get any low numbers with the stock car class before you jumped into super stocks?
I won the New Zealand's in the stock cars. I won the GP in the stock cars. I won the North Islands, so I won all three. 5 teams titles in stock cars, and I got a lot of stock car podiums, but it was just drive to win.
What team was it with? What team was it with when you won the teams stuff? Like, was it with Wellington?
So I think five in a row. Five were with Palmy, the Pumas, and then I got one at Wellington. Yeah.
Yeah, because you were contracted to Wellington for a wee while, but obviously the deal with Pete, you would have had to have switched over to Gisborne to give them a bit of a hand to boost their numbers.
I was living in Wellington then, and it was just with work commitments. It was I just raced out of Wellington. And then I changed to Gisborne. And I haven't looked back. I like Gisborne. Such an awesome club. You go up there, everyone's so helpful, friendly, welcoming. We've got a good group in the Superstock class, and it's just the enjoyment that I get from racing and representing that club, and we all travel everywhere together. We're always racing together, and it's cool.
And it's a gnarly track, that full stop, isn't it? I mean, that's one of probably the most unique, fastest tracks you'd ever probably put your car on before, is it?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You get 20 Superstocks out there, and it's definitely fast racing, and it's pretty hard to pass. And with the banking, it's one up high and one down low, and it makes for cool racing. And every time you go there, or any time I've seen out of towners and that come, they've just had an absolute ball. And it is a long drive to get there, but once you're there, the enjoyment,
it's quite often there's late nights and early mornings when you go to Gisborne, isn't there? The thing is that it's also a good track to check your engine, isn't it? Because like that, your engine's just, I can't recall how many there was at the North Island Superstocks, but there's a few engines that went because they're just so revving so damn high because you don't take your foot off, do you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they do run a bit warmer there because obviously you're on the gas so much and that, but sometimes it's not nice to your cars, but it's definitely exciting when you're out there racing with a good bunch of Superstocks.
So your deal with the Superstocks, how long have you been in the Superstock class for?
5 years, so it'll be my 6th season this year.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you find it more competitive than what you were in the stock cars, or it's just as bad?
It's definitely more competitive, but the stock car class is competitive too. So it's everything is competitive, and you've got to be competitive to win. It's got to be the drive there to be that competitive to win. But I really enjoy the Superstocks because I think I did like 10 years in stock cars, and I felt like I'd achieved everything I could in the stock car class. And then jumping into a Superstock, I actually had a stock car and a Superstock in one season and tried to do double duties. And
no good.
I think I might have done 2 races in the stock car, and then I was just like, nah, I'm out. Like for one, I was too tired, and just the speed and the adrenaline, it was.
Because I remember not so long ago, must have been 3 or 4 years ago, might even have been about that long ago, but I think you're just about done with the sport too, weren't you? Looking to take a couple of seasons off, but obviously things might have changed a wee bit for you and more in your favour that allowed you to carry on doing it?
I was so me and Russell Berry were in partnership together, and circumstances arose, and we went our separate ways, and I was going to have a season off because I don't quite have the money to be able to do my own car fully again. But then, I talked to Pete and Ash and Ethan. They helped me out to keep me racing, and I'm very grateful for that. And just carry on.
Pretty cool family to be associated with when you want to play with the big boys, isn't it? Yeah,
definitely. Me, Ethan, and Asher have grown up together and been friends, and we treat each other as brothers, So such a awesome family, and they do a lot for the sports for the good.
So apart from the World 240s, which has been probably your biggest achievement in the Superstocks, anything else that's of notable, that's been pretty good for you to, win or have won?
I got 2NZ at Huntley and I think that was pretty awesome because obviously Ash won it, um, and Ethan was third, so that was a pretty cool podium. Second at the 240s as well. Second at the North Islands. Yeah, so it's been pretty awesome. Like, I never thought I'd achieve what I have, but yeah, I have, and I'm very grateful. And obviously, there's a lot of luck, and luck's been on my side, and yeah, just keep pushing and trying to get better.
The one that eludes the Gisborne club is the Palmy teams, though, isn't it? So teams racing, is that more important to you, or is it this individual stuff that you prefer?
Nah, teams. I'd team race every week if I could. Like, yeah, I just love teams. Yeah, everyone says that. Oh, we always get comments, that we haven't performed or luck hasn't gone our way. But every team now has got good gear, is getting better. It's a lot of luck in teams, and you lose a car, you're on the backwards foot straight away, and a car gets damaged, you're on the backwards foot. So, yeah, it's just been a lot of luck. Probably hasn't gone our way in the last few years, but then, yeah, when we do perform well. But like I said, it's all luck, and everything's got to be right for you on that day, and anything can happen. Yeah.
It's the biggest stage in Speedway, though, and you guys have won the Huntley teams before. I think you won it twice before, by my memory. Might be even more. But it's, it's not like you don't perform. You're 100% right. I mean, at the end of the day, it's bloody hard work to front up at Palmy teams with all those teams, all the best of the best is there with the best of the best gear. And, you just hold your own. But like you said, it only takes for one thing to go wrong and it all turns to bloody pear-shaped, doesn't it?
Yeah, 100%. You lose a car first corner, first lap, you're already on the backwards foot. Yeah, so yeah, it's a lot of luck. Every year we just keep building, and hopefully our luck turns and then we can get to that final step. But every team now is that are turning up there are capable of winning that event. There is no weak team. Every team's on par, and every team's got the same goal as they want to win that event.
Yeah, I think once again you've said it. A heck of a lot of it is definitely luck. That you've got to have luck roll. The dice have got to roll your way to even be close to winning that event, I believe. So yeah. All right. So moving on from that, teams racing's where you love to be. What's your plans for this season? I know you've obviously got to get through the whole England thing yet. What are your plans? Is it a full on season for you?
It'll be. We'll definitely do all the titles. Gisborne, obviously, and then we'll definitely go support clubs and race at club events around the country. Definitely. It might be not a full on year, but we'll definitely do the meeting and help support everyone as much as we can.
Some people are just making comments actually while we've been talking, Josh. You've won the Auckland teams as well, so Gisborne has. So can't take that away because that's just as hard to win sometimes as what Palmy is. They reckon the racing's better at Auckland, but yeah, the Palmy teams is the show, isn't it? That's the one that people want. And also, like Matt Willett says, everybody does their homework on the Gisborne team, don't they? You're probably the most scrutinised team out there because they know what you're capable of on any given day.
Oh yeah, that's probably true. But I think everyone does their homework on every team, and every team has a few main guys that you need to try early on in the race, hold up or tie them up, or I think that everyone does some study on their teams.
No, yeah, but not a team like yours, mate. Like they're pretty big in the sport of speedway, aren't they? Like they're superstars, really.
Yeah, exactly, and we just have to keep turning up, and hopefully our luck will change, and we'll just
I believe it will.
We will never give up.
Don't think it's in your blood, is it? I've seen the way you
No.
are. A lot of people don't understand what you do. Like I've seen you multiple times. You rock up to events. You're a hard worker. There's no two ways about that. And then I've seen you rock up to Rotorua, and then as soon as the racing's finished, you need to get back to work. So you jump in your bloody car and drive all the way home, mate. I mean, it's dedication to both your work environment and also your racing environment, and that's what you have to do to make it work, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes we drive back. Obviously, you got to work to be able to afford to do these hobbies, and sometimes you got to get back, or something else is on and you don't want to miss it. I think everyone makes it work if they want to race and do an event, but got something else on. They do what they have to make both things happen.
One of the things I also noticed is you've always got a young fella in tow. Seems to be the right hand stuck to your hip type scenario. Obviously loves it just like Dad. Are you looking forward to the time where you're going to have to start forking out for that one racing as well?
Yeah, well, he loves it. He turns 12 at Christmas, so he'll get in a mini stock and he'll start racing just after Christmas. So quite excited about that, to have obviously my next generation start.
Yeah.
Look forward to two of us being able to race and do it together, and obviously the whole family does it together anyway. And my youngest one now, he's like right into it too, so it's pretty cool. Yeah.
You must have a very understanding missus, mate. You drag them all around the countryside for speedway, but she's obviously into it as well, eh?
She's right into it. Sometimes she's probably into it a bit more than me, and she's pushing me along to go race somewhere. But yeah, it's a family thing we do. Same with the boys motocross. Same with anything, if you look at all of us, we're all family orientated. Ethan's got his two young fellas. Ash has got his kids, and it's a bit hard to go do it by yourself, and every week. So we're very thankful that all our families are behind it, especially mine. Yeah.
Wellington's got the big deal this season, so of course you're very familiar with the Wellington track. You'll be expecting to do fairly good there too, eh?
I'm definitely going to try to do my best, but obviously, again, it's a lot of luck as well. It's getting a lot harder, obviously, with the amount of cars that are around and going to these titles. Some of these titles, there's only 3 going through from each group. Well, it's pretty hard if you've got 20 in a group to qualify. So I'll definitely, gonna go my hardest to earn that finals field, but and hopefully get down there a few times at the start of the season to have a few runs and obviously support them for their big event this year.
Somebody just asking here, I'm not sure, what do you have to do to win the Grand Slam? Hey, did you win the World 240s or did you come second?
No, I won the World 240s.
And then you got to do the Super Stock title, you got to do the GP, and is it the North Islands? Is that it? No, it's just that's the Grand Slam, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, so I still got a bit to do there. I got the Grand Slam in the stock cars, but I still got a bit to do in the super stocks.
You got a bit of time. You're not that old, mate, so you got a wee bit of time up here. You haven't got grey hair like some of us. Hey.
I don't know about that. I'm wearing a hat.
You probably don't have hair. So let's have a look at this. A couple of questions here. Scotty Honeybone, not that it really matters, but what's Josh's thoughts on the James lads moving to the S? Did you hear about that? All the James boys heading to this to Stratford. Not they're usually Wanganui based, aren't they?
So they've been with Gisborne for the last few seasons. I think it's awesome for them. They're taking an opportunity to, obviously, they team chased for the Scrappers last year, and they did very well for them as well. So I think it's an awesome opportunity that they're taking. They enjoyed themselves and they want to race there. Bit of a bummer they're leaving Gisborne, because they were very good guys to have in the Gisborne club and racing with.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, good on them, and they want a team race, and everyone wants the team race. And yeah, I wish them the very best.
And see you on track and blah blah blah. We'll catch you up. Yeah, I mean they're great boys too. I get on pretty good with Trent. I suppose we all do, and they got some good Rees gear as well, haven't they? So it's some really good gear behind them as well. Jamie Finley says, "Big fan, Josh. One hell of a nice guy. All the best overseas." And there's lots of good comments about you being a good bugger. So that's always good to hear, isn't it? Sometimes don't get told enough. Another comment here, Josh is the same mould as Pete and the others. Do anything for anybody, makes for a good team, 100%. So, yeah. Well, you've obviously had a few people that have helped you to get overseas and stuff, and sponsors and the like. So does anybody want to thank while you got the chance to? I know it's hard, but if you can remember most of them, I think they would all be appreciative of it.
Yeah, well, there's so many people that have helped me, and I'm literally so thankful. All our brand partners, there's too many brand partners to say. But without them, and especially everyone that got behind me, and the fundraiser and then the Gisborne Club for putting that on and going above. There's so many people to thank, and I'm just so grateful. Everyone that bought raffle tickets and have got behind all our fundraising stuff, thank yous. There's so many people, so many companies, all my existing sponsors. It's huge. We've actually done a new custom suit with all our brand partners on for over in the UK. Got some shirts done with all the sponsors on, and I've got all the sign writing sitting here to put on the card, just to give them all the most exposure they can get, and do some updates and that over there. Before we go, we'll do a big post thanking them all on our race page, because there's too many to say now, and if I forget a few, I'll feel real bad.
Yeah, I get it, but you still have to ask you the opportunity. Tell me, I mean, it's fantastic that everybody's come to help you to get there, and once again, all the best goes out to you on your trip, and hopefully you get out of it what you want. I'm sure you will, and I don't think there's too much else left to say, but other than good luck to you.
Yeah, no, thank you very much, and thank you for the interview, and everyone that's got behind us, all us Kiwis that are going, and it's been huge, because it ain't no cheap cost to get there, but we're all very grateful, and especially myself, and hopefully we can do you proud, and give it a good go.
That's all we can ask for, eh? But it's a bloody good team going over too, though, isn't it? I mean, there's been some good guys that have raced here before. I'm not taking away from the past guys, but this generation, you've all been racing for a bloody long time, and young, and and switched on. So we've probably got a good chance there. I'd like to think we get up, at least a couple in the top 10 anyway.
Yeah, definitely. We'll definitely try. It's going to be a hard task, obviously. We don't do that sort of racing. We're going into something unknown. But we can only try our best, and we might get to go again one day in the future. But and we'll know a lot more what to expect. But I'm really looking forward to it. I've probably been that busy that I haven't been getting excited in that, but now it's getting close and it's only 3 weeks away or something. Yeah, I'm really starting to look forward to it, and yeah.
Have you got Have you got any support going over with you? Like, are you taking anybody with you, like your pit crew or your wife, or
So I'm taking my family, my two boys,
That'd be a
and
good trip for me.
my dad's coming. Yeah, I wanted to take my boys and give them an opportunity because might not get to go again, and yeah, it'd be quite cool to have them there. And my dad's coming. A couple of my pit crew guys were wanting to come, but unfortunately with business and a few of them have got trips as well. When I get back, it just hasn't been able to work in that they can come.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're going over and yeah, hopefully enjoy it and get some racing underway.
One of the things, actually, I was meant to ask you before. You said something about on your bucket list. There's Chili Bowl. Are you one of those little closet open wheeled fans or something?
Nah, not really. Don't. Nah, it doesn't like really interest me. But the Chili Bowl seems to like. I don't know. I've just seen some videos and that of the midgets and that. The Chili Bowl. It's pretty cool. Like,
Yeah, and indoors.
I've seen,
Yeah.
but yeah, on a normal night at Speedway, no, doesn't really interest me. Like, yeah.
Would you try any other class? I mean, I know you've done stock cars and super stocks. Is that when you get to that retirement age, like most super saloon drivers that have come from super stocks? I mean, is that something for you, or is there anything that might tickle your tonsils a little bit later on?
I don't know. Everyone will probably laugh at this, but I actually love street stocks.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love a good field of street stocks. So I'd probably have a go in a street stock.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know about open wheelers. Maybe super saloon.
Yeah.
I'd probably have a go in, but that'd probably be nearly it. Yeah.
The thing is that street stocks, I mean, a lot of the guys that race with you, especially the older generation, came from street stocks, and yeah, they're not a bad class. And I can relate, to be fair, Josh, because I come from Invercargill, and the only class that we had that was any good was street stocks for a number of years, and was the stronghold for street stock racing is in the south, and they got their title in Nelson this year. It's going to be massive. Yeah, it's halfway, so everybody's making the efforts to go. So. No, and we want to cover it. Like we're heading there to do it. Same weekend at the you won't go there because it's the same weekend as the Superstock GP in Stratford. So, but we're going to go and do both because I just think you got to. You definitely got to. Yeah, love them. They're bloody nuts. Some of those guys. The biggest thing is that they probably spend twice as much time in the bloody shit as you lot do because like they bend and creak and bust up real easy, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, a good field of them is pretty awesome to watch. So.
Yeah, no, I agree. All right, Josh. Hey, well, thank you very much for the time, and really, really hope you do well over there, and bloody enjoy yourself, and take the family on a decent. If you can't get the racing sorted, at least you got the family on the trip with you anyway, eh?
Yeah, it'll be awesome, and yeah, really looking forward to it, and yeah, thanks to everyone that's got behind me and helped me make it happen.
Now, the other thing you said about the panels. Now, you said you got a couple of panels. Where do they bid, or where do we find those panels that you're going to put up? Obviously, is it an auction type thing you're going to be doing?
Yeah, I'll just put them up on my race page, and
so which is Prentice. What is it?
Prentice Racing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll just do high split or something. Yeah.
Yep, get over there, follow us, Apprentice Racing on Facebook, and you'll get some updates, as you said, from over in England when you're there as well, so people will be able to keep what Bianca's the first person. All the best, Josh. You wee stalker. All right, mate. We'll leave that alone. Awesome. All right, mate. Take it easy, brother, and all the best. Best of luck. All right, man.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, dude. See you later. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
There we go, folks. Josh Prentice, and I hope he really does do well. He's such a nice guy. He's pretty quiet spoken, and you can see, like he's not built for that type of interview, but he's done a bloody good job. So it's great to see him cranking in and having a good chat to us. And I really do hope he does exceptionally well. He deserves it, and yeah, awesome. That's it. Make sure now, Scotty Huntingbone, I do see your question. Is Josh doing any finals before meetings before the final? The answer is no. We asked that right at the earlier part of it. He's going over a week before a week before, and that's what he's having a crack at. So there's no nothing for him, just straight into the racing. We do have, at 9 o'clock tonight, I'm ringing Frankie Wayman Jr. I'm intrigued about how the stock car racing in England works. So I got a phone call last night from one of our followers, and they said that they've organised a interview with Frankie Wayman. Now I'm going to very much try and get this done on Tuesday. So we will probably run it a wee bit later for obvious reasons, because the time difference is there. So I hope that everybody would support it I was thinking about doing it about 8 o'clock at night, which kind of makes it around 7, 9, I can't remember what the time zone difference is, but hopefully, Frankie will come on. He's going to talk to us about the coloured wings. He's going to talk to us about how they do all their racing in England. That might be a good interview. We had a lot of questions over the last 4 interviews from people that are asking about how the people were seeded, what the different coloured wings mean, how they run, because it's not like New Zealand Speedway. It's completely different from New Zealand Speedway. So stay tuned. Look out for our promotional stuff that's coming up over that period of time. Hopefully, Frankie, I've got to ring him at 9 o'clock tonight, so we'll give him a call then, and we'll tee it all up, and then we'll let you know what's going on. But thanks anyway for tuning up. Have yourselves a great weekend, and enjoy yourself. It would make it 9 a.m. there, Jace. Oh, yeah. Sweet as. Look at me answering my own questions.